Yo, it's Sammy Trades NQ back with another video. Today, we're gonna talk about today the streets. It's been a long year, y'all. This really has been a long year, and I wanted to basically have one of my last trading videos of the year, and basically talk to you about basically life, how this year went. This year is pretty spectacular. This is probably the most locked in I've been in trading in a long time. This is the most I have been. I've been working nonstop, endlessly hard on trading, and I really like it. Beginning of the year, I tell you guys I sell options, and the last 4 months of the year, I have been trading futures, and as well as I've been swing trading shares, swing trading options as well, in things like that. And basically, I want to explain that that this is possible. That put these goals up. This is the new year. This is where you guys put these goals and basically say that you want to change your lives. And I always have a friend that says, hey, put me on, help me, Sammy, like, help Sammy, please help me, Sammy, like, I want to learn. And then they quit, and most people don't last even 90 days, honestly. Yeah, most people don't last 90 days. I have one friend that asked me, and he's past the 90 days mark, and he's working hard, and he's still learning, and I have a lot of friends that are still learning as well. And again, I post all these videos on YouTube. I have a free Discord for people to learn and join. We'll have meetings in. And yeah, I mean, I want to help people understand trading and understand how it works and understand stock market futures, crypto, forex. At the end of the day, I'm a student. I'm a student to the game. At the end of the day, that's the best way. That's the only way that you become really good at this game, is that you become a student to the game. That you like this. That you love trading, not the destination. You like the journey, and you like the journey, not the destination. And honestly, me personally, my personal opinion is the journey's cool, but the company is awesome, man. The company is awesome. You have a lot of friends doing this. When you trade and you understand, you have a nice group of community around you, pushing you to be better. It's awesome, man. It literally is. And that's why I created my Discord, and that's why I created the YouTube channel. I also created the YouTube channel for me to journal my life. A lot of people sometimes leave comments and stuff like that, but I mean, at the end of the day, like, I don't care. I know that I'm gonna do very well in trading, if God permits, and my YouTube videos will hopefully increase in popularity, and with the glory of God and what He gives me, hopefully I could be a blessing to the blessing. Hopefully I could be worthy of the blessings that He gives me. And that is truthfully, honestly, what I hope for. And hopefully I can work my butt off so He gives me those blessings and I'm worthy for them. But yeah, for this year, I was selling options for the whole entirety of the year. Oh, it froze. Perfect. I sold options for the whole entirety of the year. I've been selling options for a year and 6 months. I've been trading for a year and 6 months. And yeah, I've been selling options have been difficult. I've had ups and downs and wondered sometimes if it was working sometimes, but at the end of the day, it comes all together. It really does, because you could have success. And when I was first starting to trade, selling options, I sold, and then I made some significant amount of money. And then with owning a lot of shares, it went down. I'm like, whoa, sometimes when that happens, you don't know if it's working, like don't measure your progress on your account value. And that is crucial. I'm glad I said it, because don't measure your progress in trading on your account balance, because I know some people that really understand trading. Their account balance might not be there, but at the end of the day, as long as yourself is getting a little bit better, then you are getting better. And I wanted to make this video because the new year's coming. Most people quit things within 90 days. That's why gym memberships make so much money. And you're probably going to look at this video before the new year starts, and hopefully this fires up a fire inside of you that gives you an undesired fire to learn, like me, to be a student of the game, to understand trading, to understand why things work and why it could be a beneficiary to your life. It's for truly understand that. And this video is also to as well as display the challenges that I had this year. And one of them was that my account size increasing, and then me owning a lot of shares, it went down. And I was wondering why, if it was gonna work or not. Then with that decrease, it increased. As well as when it increases, it decreases. And I want to let you know, one of the biggest things that I've learned is that what must go up must go down, and what must go down must go up. And that a lot of people have a hard time leaving your emotions at the door. At the end of the day, if you're married, your wife, or if you have a girlfriend, or if you have family, it doesn't matter what your account balance is at that particular moment. It doesn't matter. They don't care. You need to be nice. You need to be loving. You need to be caring. You can't get too emotional and fixated if my P&L is up or down, and that's how my day is going to be. Because trust me, it is a difficult battle, but you must beat those difficult battles and go to war with those difficult battles, because at the end of the day, that is how you become a better person. That's how you become a better trader, because at the end of the day, small wins and losses are not going to change your confidence level or your attitude and your basically mood set of your day. It's very viable. It's one thing that I learned that I had to work on in the beginning. And I think I've done a really pretty good job now towards the end of this year, as well as getting more knowledgeable and not being too overconfident. Sometimes I'm like, man, I know a lot, and like sometimes you're like, I know too, I don't need to learn anymore. And then then you open a door, and then you're like, oh, I don't know anything through this door. Or you really only knew this portion of the house, but this is a mansion. This is there's multiple doors and multiple rooms. Just because you know 2 rooms into this mansion, you gotta understand the whole. You want to know what the whole mansion is. You gotta understand every room. You gotta go to every room and understand. And I'm blessed to be young at a young age and start trading. Hopefully, I encourage younger people to trade at a younger age, so I can encourage the community to trade. I want to encourage, because the younger you are, the more understanding and better you will become. And I truly believe in that. And God will bless you with these things. I'm very religious when it comes to certain things. I will edit this out. Perfect. Alrighty, guys. So, I also want to discuss that how awesome. So, also some challenges that I also had this year was also being too overconfident. Sometimes you only knew one side of the house. You're in a house, right? And you only knew one room or two rooms. And it's a whole house. You didn't know you were in a mansion. And now, in doing that, you really got to understand why. So, one of the challenges that I suffered with the most, was that in the beginning, I was a little too overconfident. I thought I knew a lot, and I only knew what was in this room, right? Per se. But I knew that there was a next room, and I knew the next room. But there is a mansion that's here, and I need to know. And I didn't basically understand anything. I only knew a fraction of what the mansion is. And that is what trading is. At the end of the day, it's a very large topics, and there's so many different things, and you just have to start. Because just like with the gym, and just like with anything, the hardest day is starting. The second day becomes easier, the third day becomes easier, the fourth day becomes easier, the fifth day becomes easier, the sixth day becomes easier, and so on and so forth. Because all it takes is 30 days to create a habit. After those 30 days, it's going to become a lot easier to do those things. And I'm so glad that I have mentors, friends to help me upon this way, to basically say, hey, you don't know much. Keep your head down, keep working. You need to know more. As well as to be confident in particular moments. Because the tricky thing is with trading is that you can't be too underconfident, and you can't be too underconfident, and you can't be too overly confident. That is the hardest part. And that is one lesson that I learned this year. As well as I learned one of the most important things that I learned was to keep a level head. To keep my level head through storms, through sunshine, through rainbows. That to be happy, just as happy as up days and down days. That's the most important part. To be just as happy. Because at the end of the day, you're learning. You're learning this art. You're learning the art to be excellent in trading. And again, trading is not guaranteed. Nothing in life is guaranteed. Because there will be days that you will lose. It is a statistic. If there's a guarantee, nothing is guaranteed in life. You buy a house. What guarantees that your house is the same value? When you buy a car, we both know when you buy a car, it loses value as soon as you drive it. So again, everything has risk in life. Again, and it's a statistic. You will lose. You are bound to lose. But if you follow a system, and this is, yes, I'm so glad. And you have to follow a system. A system, to become a great trader, you got to do a couple things. You follow a system, you follow your rules, you keep your mindset, and you trade. Literally it. Those 4 things, you keep bang, 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 and you keep at it. System, mindset, rules, trading. System, mindset, rules, trading. Repeat, 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 and always repeat. And that will keep you into the loop and a better trader at the end of the day. But yeah, trading has changed my life, changed what I love, changed what I aspects of my life, and hopefully it continues to. I will have a lot of great things that I want to achieve for 2026, and hopefully I am worthy of those goals. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you. Sammy Trades NQ out.